the essence of the universe. The flesh and bones return to earth after death, but the soul moves to another world through an invisible door and waits for reincarnation. Therefore, only the vast and boundless universe can judge humans. To correctly realize this is Gong thought. Swiss psychiatrist Elisabeth Kubler-Ross is famous as a person who spent her life studying death. She was also selected as one of the 100 greatest thinkers of the 20th century by the American magazine Time for her research. The patients she treated were mostly those facing death, such as children with incurable diseases, AIDS patients, and the elderly. The reason she started researching death was because of her humanity, to give comfort and understanding to those facing death, and those who had to part with loved ones. In particular, she said that she began her study on death after seeing Jews drawing butterflies on the walls of the camp, seemingly signifying reincarnation, while waiting for death in the gas chambers of the Majdanek camp in Poland during World War II. At that time, she vaguely came to recognize that death is like a butterfly, leaving its cocoon, and realized that there is a subtle link between birth, death, and reincarnation. The butterfly here refers to the soul that has left the flesh and bones, and the cocoon refers to the house of the flesh and bones, and she came to realize that death is like a soul leaving the house in which it lives. At the center of the story she tells us is that death is not the end but a new beginning. Therefore, she teaches us that getting old and dying is a kind of happiness, and that it is never scary because there is reincarnation. So, what is the link between death and reincarnation? Her views on death like this are worth further research, but to solve this, we must first know the fundamental phenomenon of how life began on this earth. This has a very close relationship with the light of the sun. Therefore, only the vast and boundless universe has the great power to move human birth and death. The teaching that seeks to know this correctly is interdependent arising and Gong thought.